I, however, make no promises. So, Gene and Megan, this is a question to both of you, but I'm going to start with you, Megan. From your vantage point, what happened Tuesday night?
Well, I mean, Donald Trump won, looks like the popular vote as well as a strong electoral college majority. That's the obvious answer. Look, I think a lot of things happened here. In some ways, this was overdetermined. For me, the biggest message of this election is that people really, really don't like inflation. I have been writing saying, look, I do think that her far left positions in 2019 hurt her. I do think that immigration, this does not make me happy, but I think that the Democrats are going to have to move substantially right on that. I just think that's the political reality here. But in a lot of ways, this looks like a standard anti-incumbent election. Inflation was high. People don't like it. Kamala Harris, I do think, made a lot of campaign mistakes. That moment on The View that Michael Scherer talked about was the biggest one. She did not define herself in an anti-incumbent election. She failed repeatedly to define herself as someone, as a real change candidate who was different from the administration, the unpopular administration she was tied to. And I think that that was a big mistake. The campaign was playing like they were a football team with a comfortable lead that just needs to run out the clock in the fourth quarter. And that's not the position that they were in. What they needed to do was take some big risks. They needed to have bold policies that had substantial downside, but also had big upside because the status quo did not benefit them. And I think, unfortunately, one of the things that I have taken away from this, from my few interactions with them, but from also talking to other people who have, is that they were drinking their own Kool-Aid. They were high on their own supply. They were convinced that they were winning this, especially at the end, because the polls were good and because they were actually phenomenally good at message discipline, so good at it that they were cutting off information coming into their campaign that, hey, you're actually in big danger.